Right guys, today you join me and we have got the S1000R. It's not the M, it's the standard. I borrowed this from Barnstormers in Alton. It's not going to be a review as such, it's just going to be a sort of like an amateur what I think of the bike. I know a lot of you guys probably have MT10s or similar, or KTMs from my old videos, so this might be a bike in the future that you're interested in, and I'll give you my thoughts of it as I ride it around. It's a brand new bike. It's done, how many miles has it done? Like oh fancy, 7 miles total. Just to give you a bit of an overview of the bike, this one has an Aquapovic can on the end. Obviously it has a catalytic converter on it as well. Keyless bike, first keyless bike I've ever actually tried. It's quite cool. It's got a little SOS button, standard sort of stuff. It's got heated grips, 3 rider modes, suspension modes, cruise control, standard sort of headlights and indicators, and it has this fancy wheel that all BMWs have to navigate the menu, and also you've got a power button here which you press to turn the ignition on. Has a quick shifter blipper. Suspension is Marzocchi on the back, Brembo brakes on the front. What was that?
How was it on the 0.5 mile ride from BMW?
Super smooth. The first, like, I've done like a mile and pulled in, but yeah, it's like super smooth. It's quite a skinny bike for an inline 4. I wanted the M, but it's got a puncher.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, it's got a puncher. I don't know. Yeah, I am recording. You're going to be on my video, Craig.
Oh no.
Whoa, my god! That's so much louder in real than it is on a video. Yeah, nice. So today we're test riding the S1000. Dan's got the V4S. Alright, I feel insignificant on this thing, if I'm honest, next to a V4S. I feel like so much lower. Whoa, this is vibey on choke. Oh, got cramp immediately. Pegs are high. Right guys, today we're on the S1000R 2023 plate, this bike. It's my first time ever on a BMW S1000. First impressions, super smooth, very comfortable. I don't think it's quite as comfortable as my MT10. Quick shifter, super smooth as you imagine. I like the TFT dash, very clear, big. The suspension is adjustable. I have dynamic, I have road, I've also got a couple rider modes. Taking it easy, got brand new tyres. Oh, picks up a lot. Unfortunately, I'm electronically limited. As you can see there, it just cuts out. That's because the bike's brand new. Changes direction nice. As you can imagine from a BMW, it's just good. I've got to admit, I don't really see the point in buying the exhaust that goes on this bike, because they're so loud, and they're so quiet, kind of defiles the point. Like, you want an exhaust which is loud. Throttle's very sensitive. Dan in front of me is on a V4S, which is insanely loud. Feels very nimble. It's in comparison to my MT10, it's a lot more wrist heavy. The pegs are a lot higher. My bum's higher in the seat. I'm actually on the Ducati next. It makes me a bit nervous, that thing. Look at it. Fucking crazy bike. It revs very fast. Something I've noticed. Yeah, handling's really nice. It goes exactly where I point it. It's probably better, well, it is better handling pointing wise than my MT10. The MT10's a bit more wallowy. But that being said, there's literally zero engine noise unless you really wind the thing up. Has a quick shifter blipper, obviously, it's pretty standard. It's got all the trick electronics as you'd imagine from a BMW. Very skinny. Can't get over how skinny it is. Oh my god, listen to this thing. It sounds great and it's standard. Definitely has some poke to it. 165 horsepower, I believe. I'm sure you'll correct me if I'm wrong. Not sure on the torque figures. The quick shifter, something of note, the quick shifter is definitely way more lumpy under like second, third gear. I think it goes without saying, but on my bike it's pretty smooth throughout. If you're accelerating, it's smooth. On this, it can be a bit lumpy in 1, 2 and 3, but it's probably just my own fault for not giving it enough gas. Let's try a different mode. Let's try, oh god, what am I pressing? Let's try, oh, roadkill, dynamic. Easy bike to ride, although I don't prefer the riding position to my MT10. My MT10's way more comfortable, but I guess I've got way more feel through the front tyre of this bike. I can feel the road a bit better, and that's the compromise. That's the compromise of comfort. Mirrors, I can see out of them. They're pretty ugly. I'd probably take them off, but they do the job and they're legally required. Alright, let's see if we can drop it down and get past. Has some poke to it when you get up in those rev range, and I can't go past 9,000, which is kind of annoying, but yeah, has some poke to it. I can imagine when the unrestricted version would be quite tasty. Doesn't pull quite as strong as the MT low down, but it pulls well. This bike doesn't have the I can't remember the variable, I can't remember what it is, but the M1000R has a slightly different engine. I think it's is it a cam? But the engine in the M1000R is a bit better low down, I think due to some fancy cam technology they've got on it. And this doesn't have that, so you don't have the poke down low as you do on the M1000. I need to see the speedo because the limiter just comes in and chucks you right in over the handlebars if you're gassing it. I keep pulling the clutch in when it's got a blipper. Dan looks like he's having fun. It's funny, the conversation we're having about the V4 on the way up here is like, yeah, so much money, I don't think it'll be worth the extra money to upgrade. As soon as he pulls up, I'm going to buy one. Do you think the Ducatis are a bit like the Ferrari? You know. Nice on the twisties. Feels planted. Yeah, nice. Nice bike. I think all round, you can't really go wrong with this bike. It's such a good all-round bike. Keep forgetting it's got a blipper. I do miss having a Blipper. Oh yeah. Sounds good. The suspension, I believe, is adjustable on the fly. Let's try a mode, road, dynamic. See how that changes the feel. I think dynamic is the sporty mode for BMW. Bearing in mind this isn't a review, guys. I am not a reviewer, a good reviewer anyway. Not yet. I'm working on it. Brand new tyres on this bike makes me my butthole go a bit funny. Brakes, pretty good. Rear brake, yeah, pretty good, it's alright. Gotta say though, I'm kind of jealous that the Ducati's in front of me. I kind of want to be on that. So nice. Ducati do get their bikes pretty right now. So yeah, I don't actually know the costing of this bike. I'll put it up in the description. Prices are like, you know, I'll put the starting price up before options. But yeah, with a lot of options, like, expect to add on a few thousand. It's just normal these days. But yeah, if you're thinking of buying this bike, honestly, yeah, I think you'll be pretty happy with it. I would definitely consider putting a bit of a louder exhaust on it, just to, you know, free up the horses, get rid of the cat. Not necessarily make it as mode, but just to enjoy that riding experience a little bit more, have a bit more of a visceral experience. And yeah, you can't really go wrong with this bike. It's probably a strong contender for a good, like, one of the best all-rounders you can buy. It's not, I would say it's not really going to be, it's not going to blow your socks off like the Ducati, or like, it's not as fun as an MT. The MT10s are just brutal fun, and this doesn't cut it for me personally. I prefer the MT even over this bike, and this is brand new, but this is agile, nimble, all round great. You know, BMW are very, very good at making motorcycles now, and also cars, so they know what they're doing. I hope you found this helpful. Thanks very much for joining. As always, take care, ride safe. I'll see you on the next one.